Graduation is all about taking pride in how far you have come and to have faith in how far you can go. Today is a celebration of another milestone achieved. I, Dr. Aishwarya Mani, welcome you all to the graduation day of batch 1516. Let's begin by seeking the blessings of His Holy Highness, Sri Jagat Guru Deshikendra Mahaswamiji. I call upon Dr. Akshata for the prayer song.
నిన్ను వినామృచోట వినాయక నిన్ను వినామృచోట వినాయక నిన్ను వినామృచుట వేరెవరున్న రాజ వినాయక నన్ను ప్రోపరాడ వినాయక నిన్ను వినా బ్రోచుటకు వేరెవరున్నారు విఘ్నరాజ వినాయక.
Learning never stops in JSS, and without the constant guidance of our mentors, it would not have been possible. Now, we welcome the honorable dignitaries. We have Dr. Prashant Vishwanath, IQAC Coordinator, JSS HER, and Professor in Department of Biochemistry, JSS MC. We have Dr. Ravindra S., Principal of JSS Dental College and Hospital, and Professor in Department of Periodontics. We also welcome Dr. Bhagyalakshmi, Convener of Cultural Committee, JSS DCH, and Leader in Department of Orthodontics. Hearty welcome to all our HODs, professors, teaching and non-teaching staff, and our dear graduates. Now, I request Dr. Prashant Vishwanath sir to please enlighten us with his words.
A very good morning to all of you. The batch of 2015-16 would have a memorable graduates reception day. Yes? Yes? And the reason being the different situation we are in today. In spite of all these things, the challenges, everything, life still moves on, and we are moving on with whatever is possible. And it is more memorable for you that in spite of all these situations and challenges, you did your graduation and you are moving out on a new journey, right? So the 5 years that you have spent with us, it is a moment that you cherish those memories, what you had over here, and then you have apprehension, anxiety, excitement of what you are going to do once you move out of this campus. You're going to miss your friends, you're going to miss the teachers, the campus, the life, what you had over here. But nonetheless, there is going to be some kind of an excitement once you go out from here and look at what you are going to do next. Many might get engrossed with your preparation for the PG exams. Some might try a hand at practice, some might take a small break, but whatever you do, there is something new that you are going to do once you step out of here, right? So you have a lot of aspirations, a lot of emotions. This day is one of the most emotional day, I should say, in the students' path, the journey of life, because it marks a transition from moving on from, it's an important transition day. The day you join the college and the day you leave the college. So those 2 days are important landmarks in the journey of a student's life. Right? and this day is very important for all of you. I wish you all and congratulate you for the success, and hope you all have a very good success. I pray for you that you all have a successful life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. The presence of Agni ensures success. So let's light the lamp before starting this auspicious event. I request all the dignitaries to please light the lamp. We have oath taking ceremony. I request Dr. Prashant sir to please lead the ceremony.
Please take out your oath which has been given to you. Roll it out. Hold it in between your hands, left and right. And please repeat after me. I swear to fulfill to the best of my ability and judgment this covenant. I will respect the hard-won scientific gains of those physicians in whose steps I walk, and gladly share such knowledge as is mine with those who are to follow. I will apply for the benefit of the sick all measures that are required, avoiding those twin traps of over-treatment and therapeutic nihilism. I will remember that there is art to medicine as well as science, and that warmth, sympathy and understanding may outweigh the surgeon's knife or the chemist's drug. I will not be ashamed to say, I know not, nor will I fail to call my colleagues when the skills of another are required for a patient's recovery. I will respect the privacy of my patients, for their problems are not disclosed to me, that the world may know. Most especially must I treat with care in matters of life and death. If it is given me to save a life, all thanks. But it may also be within my power to take a life. This awesome responsibility must be faced with great humbleness and awareness of my own frailty. Above all, I must not play at God. I will remember that I do not treat a fever chart, a cancerous growth, but a sick human being whose illness may affect the person's family and economic stability. My responsibility includes these related problems if I am to care adequately for the sick. I will prevent disease wherever I can, for prevention is preferable to cure. I will remember that I remain a member of the society with special obligations to all my fellow human beings, those sound of mind and body, as well as the infirm. If I do not violate this oath, may I enjoy life and art respected while I live and remembered with affection thereafter. May I always act so as to preserve the finest traditions of my calling, and may I long experience the joy of healing those who seek my help. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Please take a seat. Now, the most awaited event. Let's honor our graduates. I request Dr. Prashant sir to please give away the mementos. We start with Dr. Abhay George, a brilliant dancer and has a cool and a composed personality. Dr. Adarsh Roshan, another fabulous dancer, all-rounder in arts, sports, academics and whatnot. Dr. Advait Abraham, he is a friendly, cheerful and extremely optimistic person. Dr. Aishwarya Dikshit S. She has a beautiful smile which reflects her friendly behavior and is an academic genius. Dr. Akash Srihari. He's one of the best basketball players JSS has seen. We will definitely miss him staying on court. Dr. Amrita S. Another academic genius and an all-rounder in cultures and sports. Dr. Andrea George. She is sweet, generous, and ever ready with helping hand. Dr. Anjali Narayanan is a melodious singer, loving, and is full of life. Dr. Anjana K. Santosh is a silent, sincere and has a loving personality. Dr. Anjita K. She is passionate and has a hardworking personality. Dr. Anju Teresa Jacob is a dhamaka packet who is an excellent dancer and has enthusiasm in cultural and sports. Dr. Anne Jacob is a confident, calm and a warm-hearted person. Dr. Anne Mary is a fabulous dancer, a mime artist, and an energetic, happy-go person. Dr. Anu Ramesh is a sweet, smart, and a charming person. Dr. Ashmika Nambiar, Arts, Sports, name the event and she'll be there. Afiq Ajmal. He's charming, hardworking, and has an amazing smile. Dr. Binu Bedi. Surely you can call him the Usain Bolt of JSS. He's a sport enthusiast and all-the-time gold medalist in athletics. Dr. C.P. Akash. He is not present amongst us right now. Dr. Chandini C.K. She is calm, composed, sincere, and a delightful person. Dr. Dikshita B. Dalla. She has a beautiful smile, is flawless, and a compassionate person. Dr. Emil Francis, a playful, loving, and a kind-hearted person. Dr. Fazil Ahmed, a great musician and a fabulous guitarist. We will surely miss him seeing rock the stage. Congratulations all on your achievement, and as it said, it's not the end of a tough journey, it's the beginning of a beautiful one. Thank you for the beautiful memories and all your love and support throughout all these years. We will definitely miss you all and all the very best for your future endeavors. Now, I call upon Dr. Bhagyalakshmi ma'am to deliver word of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. It's my honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks. Respected chief guest for the session, Dr. Prashant Vishwanath, IKSC coordinator of JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research. Respected principal, Dr. Ravindra sir, all the teaching and non-teaching faculty, the parents, families, students, friends who are attending the session online. Welcome to you all. And today's day is really special. Special because this is the first time we are celebrating this program, dividing it into 4 sessions. It's special because we are running on the virtual mode as well. And I really wish that this is the last time we do this way. Jokes apart, we are blessed to be backed up by a team of highly motivating, encouraging and ever helpful team of JSS University officials, one among being Dr. Prashant Vishwanath, the IKSC coordinator, who heartily agreed to be the guest for today's session. Thank you very much, sir. It means a lot to us. And on behalf of JSS Dental College, we extend a small token of appreciation. Kindly accepted. I also thank the guests for the upcoming next 3 sessions, Dr. Kusharappa PA, Director Academics, Dr. Vishal Gupta, Deputy Director Academics, and Dr. Prashant S, Assistant Director Academic of JSS University, who will be joining us in the next sessions. Thanks for that as well. And we sincerely thank all the teaching and non-teaching faculty, the parents, families who are attending this session online, the students who are also attending this session online. Thank you so much for sparing your important time and being with us to share this important joy. And now I also thank the administrative staff and the support staff for rendering your timely help. Thank you so much. And now to our new graduates. Today you have earned a power to think different and to make an impact, a social impact. So for that I would like to say congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you one and all for your presence and have a pleasant day ahead.
A very warm good morning to one and all. Graduation is an exciting day. It is both the beginning and the end. It is a more memories of the past and big dreams for the future. I, Dr. Neha Ganga Prasad, welcome you all to the graduation day of Batch 1516. Learning never stops in JSS, and without the constant guidance of our mentors, it would not have been possible. Now, we welcome the honorable dignitaries on the dais. We welcome Dr. Prashant Shivamurthy, Assistant Director of Academics of JSS AHER and Reader, Department of Pediatric and Preventive Dentistry, JSS Dental College. We have Dr. Ravindra S, Principal of JSS Dental College and Hospital and Professor, Department of Pedagogy. We also welcome Dr. Bhagyalakshmi, Convener of Cultural Committee, JSS Dental College and Hospital and Reader, Department of Orthodontics. A hearty welcome to all our HODs, professors, teaching and non-teaching staff and our dear graduates. Now I request Dr. Prashant Shivamurthy to enlighten us with his words.
Seeking the blessing of His Holiness, I bring to you greetings from JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research. And having said that, the theme of my address to you will be very simple but very effective one, which I have felt and followed in my life. Welcome to life. Till now, you have been dependent. And this word in your life would give you a lot of moral support. Now, from this time onwards, there is going to be a prefix that is going to be added to this dependent life of yours. And the prefix is in. You are into the life and you are independent now. And this independence comes with greater questions, greater challenges, and every challenge will be an opportunity for each one of you if you are ready to embrace it. And before I continue any further, let me ask the hosts whether I have sufficient time to address you. So yes, I have 5 minutes. And you know, this 5 minute is a very crucial time what I see. I'm sure of what we have seen of you, you are all great sportsmen. And if you see any sports, athletics, cricket, football, whatever, every player, he spends a lot of hours, days and years practicing untiringly for that D-day, that D moment when the performance has to be made. The day where he has to work and perform for the medal. And that day will be just a moment. But for that moment, he would have spent years of his life practicing hard. That is this moment. I have seen these kind of moments in my life. First was when I graduated from my college. Before my graduation, bachelor's degree from the college, it was just a gathering and all the teachers, they came and they told, yes, this is your talent, congratulations, this is your strength, this is what you have to do, you can do this, come on. There was encouragement. After that we went on. The second time when I see such sort of a day is after my bachelor's degree. Same building, same college. And people congratulated and things went on. The third time when I saw such similar day was after my post-graduation, where people came, congratulations was just a part of it, and they told what next. But you see the change in these 3 days? All of these days are you getting the reward for your hard work. But did you see the change in these 3 days? The first day when you came out of the college, everybody were very happy, they were giving you guidance. They were telling you what to do. They were telling you what you can do, what you should do. Next, after your bachelor's degree, they give you all the credits for whatever you have done. That's it. There is where it stops. So it's sort of a change. People have started reducing, giving you guidance about what you should do. And when you have finished your post-graduation, they come and ask you what next. That means they are asking you what you can do. They are no longer going to tell you what you should do. They are going to ask you what you can do. So same thing happens in that day of an athlete or a sportsman. After years of hard work, he goes into performance day. And that 5 minutes, what we are having now, the coach will be giving a lot of instructions. The player will be focusing a lot, not having any diversion of attention. A lot of heated debates will be there as to what should be done. Key points are there. Everything is power packed into that performance, the performer's mind. Same way, these 5 minutes is going to be the same preparation of you for the next welcome to life. What is going to be calling you, the life is calling you, and you have to prepare yourself for life, welcome to life. And in these 5 minutes and moments, winners win. And even if he is a loser, it is an experience for him. Failure is an experience there. He might be the next winner, but he will never relax back and say, I have done all the hard work, now it's alright. No, these 5 minutes are very important. So in these 5 minutes, I will tell you, you need to have more of what you have already got. Kannadalli helbekandre ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಇರಬೇಕು. Why Kannada? Because all of you would have learned little Kannada. Kannada ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, at least you would have learned. At least to treat the patient of whatever work you have done. So local language you would have learned. ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಇರಬೇಕು. ಹೆಚ್ಚು. Okay, for the sake of people who do not know Kannada, I will tell you the same thing in English. ಹೆಚ್ಚು. What ಹೆಚ್ಚು? 3 H should be there. Kannada also ಹೆಚ್ಚು, English also ಹೆಚ್ಚು. What are the 3 H that should be there for you to be successful in your life? First thing, hard work. H, first H, hard work. If you have hard work, you will surround yourself with successful people. Because successful people recognize people who do hard work. And if you surround yourself with successful people, you have started a pathway towards success. First, H. Next H, what you should have is honesty. Because successful people and people around you require honest person from you. So if you are a hard worker and you are a honest person, you have got the trust. You have surrounded yourself with successful people and you have got the trust of those successful people. Next step towards your success. And the third H is humbleness, humility and being human. Remain humane, whether be a dentist, specialist, super specialist, academician, researcher, whatever you do, you are first a human being. And if you are humble enough to thank a team, man is a social animal. Every person's success depends on mutual work. Organizations can't be run alone by a single person. Life also can't be run alone by you alone. No, your life, you have to run it, but you need people. So you need to be a human being to connect to people. And if you have that humbleness, hard work connects you to successful people, honesty makes you dependable, and humbleness, they seek you. And when successful people seek you, you are there at the summit of success. So may God bless you. These 5 minutes, I have tried to give you the power thoughts. Now the game is yours. Life is yours. Welcome to life. Lead it well. Life is a wonderful game if you know how to play it. Play it well, be successful. Now, I think I have done my job of giving you that 5 minutes power pack, whatever I could give. And I feel this is not just what I'm telling, what I have felt and experienced in life. All the best to you guys.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful words. Next, we have the oath-taking ceremony. I request Dr. Prashant S. to lead the ceremony.
So I believe that you have the oath in front of you. Alright? So I'll just lead you to take this oath. I know your parents have already taught you all these things. With these values you have come in. But fine, please do repeat after what I have said. And once I have done everything, I will tell thank you, don't repeat that. I swear to fulfill. To the best of my ability. And judgment. This covenant. I will respect the hard-won scientific gains. Of those physicians and dentists. In whose steps I walk. And gladly share such knowledge. As is mine with those are to follow. I will apply. For the benefit of the sick. All measures that are required. Avoiding those twin traps. Of over-treatment. And therapeutic nihilism. I will remember. That there is art to medicine. And dentistry. As well as science. And that warmth. Sympathy. And understanding. May outweigh the surgeon's knife. Or the chemist's drug. I will not be ashamed to say. I know not. Nor I will fail to call in my colleagues. When the skill of another are needed for a patient's recovery. I will remember that I do not treat a fever chart. I will remember that I do not treat a fever chart. A cancerous growth. But a sick human being. Whose illness may affect the person's family. And economic stability. My responsibility includes these related problems. If I am to care adequately for the sick. I will prevent disease whenever I can. For prevention is preferable to cure. I will remember that I remain a member of society. with special application to all my fellow human beings, those sound of mind and body as well as the infirm. If I do not violate this oath, may I enjoy life and art, respected while I live, and remembered with affection thereafter. May I always act so as to preserve the finest traditions of my calling, and may I long experience the joy of healing those who seek my help. Congratulations, all of you.
Thank you, sir. I call upon Dr. Prashant S. to give away the mementos to the graduates. Charming, versatile personality. Dr. Gautam B.G., Grandmaster, great cricketer and cheerful. Dr. Gayatri K. Nath, charming, million-dollar smile and an all-rounder. Dr. Haisam Abdul Qadir. He's a smart, compassionate and a sports enthusiast. Dr. Harshita L. She's a sweet, loving person and a hard worker. Bigger claps, guys. Dr. Jayashree M. She's a Tamilpurna, energetic and always lends a helping hand. Dr. Jitin Raj T. Excellent coordinator, organizer and active participant in both art sports with great leadership qualities. Dr. Joy Susan Burgess. Friendly, great mime artist and always energetic, versatile personality. Show some enthusiasm, guys. Dr. Joseph Sebastian, cool, calm, compassionate personality. Dr. K. Raj Kamal, another awesome coordinator, organizer, sports, arts, name it, and he's there. Dr. K. S. Dixit, hard worker, friendly, passionate, and a jovial person. Dr. Kawana P. Sweet, loving, active participant in culture and sports. Dr. Karushwini S. Friendly, loving behavior and always lends a helping hand. Dr. Kritika R, silent, humble and loving personality. Dr. Madiha Khan, artistic, sincere and a versatile person. Dr. Mary P. Simpson, another artistic genius, excellent coordinator and a humble person. Dr. Maria Susan Abraham, simple, classy, joyful and a loving person. Dr. Meghna Manjunath, honest, sincere and a versatile person. Dr. Mervyn Mari Dominic, cool, compassionate and a humble person. Dr. Merin Maria Isaac, generous, sweet and loving personality. Congratulations to all on your achievement. At last the time has come to bid farewell. But we juniors will always remember the special moments shared with you. You guys will be greatly missed. Thank you for your love and support through all these years. On behalf of JSSDC family, we request Dr. Prashant S. to accept our token of appreciation. Thank you, sir. Thank you one and all for your presence and have a pleasant day ahead. Next session of graduation of Group C starts after 10 minutes.
A very good morning to one and all. Graduation is a milestone in the most important journey of all, to the center of oneself. I, Dr. Aishwarya Mani, welcome you all to the graduation day of batch 1516. Learning never stops in JSS, and without the constant guidance of our mentors, it would have not been possible. Now, we welcome the honorable dignitaries on the dais. Dr. Kushal P.A. I stand corrected. Dr. Kushalappa P.A. Director of JSS HER. He has got 27 years of teaching experience and plays a pivotal role in cultural and sports field. On behalf of JSS JCH, we welcome you, sir. We have Dr. Ravindra S., Principal of JSS Dental College and Hospital and Professor in the Department of Periodontics. We also have Dr. Bhagya Lakshmi, Convener of Cultural Committee, JSS DCH and Leader in the Department of Orthodontics. Hearty welcome to all our HODs, professors, teaching and non-teaching staffs, and all our dear graduates. Now, I request Dr. Kushala Prasad to please enlighten us with his words.
Good morning, the blessings of His Holiness. I first of all thank the organizers and the interns for having called me to address you. The first compliment I got was when this young girl called me Kushal. So that made me feel a little better, younger. Yeah, what I like to congratulate you all is you all took the onus of organizing the cultural fest IKEA in March, and Bhagya was very much a part of it, and I know how much you all were looking forward to it. Unfortunately, this thing came, and I was with the Vice Chancellor and the Pro Chancellor on 22nd night, 22nd night, and there was one more day, Saturday, maybe a half day, and I tried my best to convince them that we will finish it. The sports was over, the culturals was almost over, we just finished this. But then we were a little apprehensive because the government order had come already. And sorry to say, we were forced to actually cancel that. And most of y'all who were involved in that, y'all are graduating now, so we can't have anything out of that now. We expected this damn thing to just go off in 1 month or 2 months, just like any other virus. But seems to be an obstinate virus which is not leaving us. And the public is not making it easier. You as medical personnel, you know that the public, they are not making it any easier. The simple thing of wearing a mask would probably have half this thing by 50%. I'm saying this with a little apprehension today also, because I know you all have got permission to have a party, and even now I can see, even outside, most of you all hugging each other without a mask. Well, I just hope all of you all, nobody is asymptomatic, and nobody is a carrier, and nobody is positive. So you are all positive, I know, but not for COVID. I hope everybody is negative, because this can cause a lot of problems. By Wednesday and Thursday, I don't want a number from this group having some COVID positive or anything. Anyways, I'm not scaring you all. You all as a medical personnel, you all know. And the other thing was, this young girl introduced me as the cultural and sports enthusiast. Well, yeah, but then director of academics being very enthusiastic in cultural sports really doesn't gel. But that is how I have been. I have looked after my academics along with the cultural and sports. And what I believe is tomorrow, all of you all are graduating out of the dental college, and you all are going out to the world on your own. You all are going to meet patients, you all are going to meet friends, you all are going to meet people, you all are going to meet difficult people. I think most of what you have learned interacting with each other, maybe in sports, maybe in cultural, but interacting with each other, that is going to stand you in good stead along with your knowledge. Your knowledge is going to help you to treat the patient, but all this interaction is going to teach you to interact with the patient and make the patient comfortable. After all, a patient comes to you, any patient, whether it's COVID or non-COVID. This year we only talk about COVID, but 2021 we'll be talking about the regular patients. And I know how the dentists have been hit by this. Many of them have just stopped their practice because even when they started their practice, people were not wanting to come. And looking at the oral cavity, y'all were the ones who were at the most risk. Along with the ENT surgeons and the pulmonologists, y'all were at the most risk. So I know what a hit this has done for the practice, and from the patients, why they should go to a dentist. And they said, okay, fine, let me go back to the clove oil or keeping a clove on the tooth. That's probably just what they were thinking. And your eroder also, you put on cues. So all these things And I think that the dentists have responded wonderfully for this. And I think you all have also learned something during your, not as much as probably you would have want to learn, but you have learned something, and the faculty have made an effort to do something. And we are always open, the university is always open, the dental college is always open to you. You can always come, and I think without the permission of the principal, I can still take his permission. We are good friends. I think he can have something where you all can come for a refresher course anytime when things are very much normal. That is, if you all are close by. I think Kerala is not very far off, Andhra is not very far off, Delhi is not very far off now. Everything will, the air travel starts. So you all can, Tamil Nadu is not very far off. So you all can always come back for refreshing your skills. You can do that. And I'm making this appeal to the principal to think about that in case you will have missed something over there. And what advice I would like to give you all when you all complete and go, first thing is everybody should think of the masters. And when you think of the masters, don't only think of your, which is the, what's the endo and pedo. Sorry, I'm not saying ortho also. So I want you all to also think there is something to contribute in OMR. There is something to the one of the maximum publications, and the two wonderful researchers in the institution is Karthik and Jaishankar. I mean, you just have to look at them. Both are from OMR. Mahima's from OMR. So you have to think of these role models who are there for you, and think of oral pathology also. Not because Usha ma'am is a wonderful sports girl, it's not for that, but there's a lot you can contribute. Why I'm saying this, you have a future. You have a future. I got, when I took up MD dermatology, everybody said, to write 3 ointments, why do you have to read for 3 years? This was how people used to joke at me. But then now, when I'm at the fag end of my career, I'm quite happy with what I've done and the other things that I've done, administration. Maybe I had more time for that, or maybe I was suited for that. Whatever it is, I am fully satisfied with my profession now. So there is something to be gained from any speciality. So if you don't get endo, if you don't get ortho, if you don't get pedo, it's not the end of the world. There are other things. So this I'm not canvassing for oral path and OMR, but it's just a thought that I've given you all. People have succeeded in anything, it's the will to succeed. And all BDS graduates, many BDS graduates have gone into the administrative field. We have a MBA in hospital administration, which you can think of. We have a master's in public health, which you can think of. The girl who was heading the MBS program was Kavita from JSS Dental College. So this is some of the things I've just given you as a thought. So don't think it's the end of the world if you don't get an MDS. But if till you get your MDS, join some big name, join some dental surgeon, sharpen your skills. You're finishing now, go and keep on sharpening. The more you sharpen your skills, the better you will be as a dental surgeon. I know many of them who have done just the bachelor's program and they're one of the most successful. So it's all these things are there. These are just some of my thoughts for you all. So as young graduates, I congratulate you and have a good time. Stay safe. That's all I can say. Thank you.
Now we have oath taking ceremony. I request Dr. Kushalappa sir to please lead the ceremony.
Please rise and hold the scroll on your left hand, and I'd like you to keep your right hand out. That's you're affirming to what you're saying. Keep your right hand up. Yeah. Please repeat after me. I swear to fulfill to the best of my ability and judgment this covenant. I will respect the hard-won scientific gains of those physicians in whose steps I walk, and gladly share such knowledge as is mine with those who are to follow. I will apply for the benefit of the sick all measures that are required, avoiding those twin traps of over-treatment and therapeutic nihilism. I will remember that there is art to medicine as well as science, and that warmth, sympathy and understanding may outweigh the surgeon's knife or the chemist's drug. I will not be ashamed to say, I know not, nor will I fail to call in my colleagues when the skills of another are needed for a patient's recovery. I will respect the privacy of my patients, for their problems are not disclosed to me, that the world may know. Most especially, must I tread with care in matters of life and death. If it is given me to save a life, all thanks. But it may also be within my power to take a life, and this awesome responsibility must be faced with great humbleness and awareness of my own frailty. Above all, I must not play at God. I will remember that I do not treat a fever chart, a cancerous growth, but a sick human being whose illness may affect a person's family and economic stability. My responsibility includes these related problems if I am to care adequately for the sick. I will prevent disease whenever I can. For prevention is preferable to care, to cure. I will remember that I remain a member of society with special obligations to all my fellow human beings. Those sound of mind and body, as well as the infirm. If I do not violate this oath, may I enjoy life and art, respected while I live, and remembered with affection thereafter. May I always act so as to preserve the finest traditions of my calling, and may I long experience the joy of healing those who seek my help. Thank you, and I would like you to all keep this with you at all times. Go through these. These are wonderful words for you. There are some times when I and others have forgotten these things. So you all are getting into a very, very, I could say a stormy sea. It will be stormy at the start, but you are the only one who can steady the boat. So it's all in your hands. Keep this with you, frame it and keep it in your clinic, or have it with you always. Go through this, by heart this, and remember every word which is in this. Because there are times when we may forget these things, but you remember these things, you will be one of the most successful medical person. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.